There is nothing absolutely more annoying than setting up a table, awning, and chairs just for one night. But we did it last night because we had friends here. Can you imagine? We actually go to a campground and we make friends and we hang out, we social. But I gotta pick up now all this mess because we have to leave because we're going to a salt mine. There's only really one way to get everything into here that we have, and we have just way too much stuff. The hard part for everything is getting the table set up. Hold on. No, that's cool. Alright, we are bidding Alvita Zing to our, what do I roll backwards? Forwards, whatever it is. To our campground, our favorite campground in Salzburg, Panorama Camping.
Woohoo! Panorama Camping! We love you!
And we are bidding Alvita Zing to Salzburg. And we are out of here.
Can you put this in the Ecuador bag?
And welcome to Hallstatt. Now, doesn't this place look amazing? Look at all these great potholes and puddles and everything else, and this amazing parking lot. Well, this is the actual parking lot for Hallstatt, for RVs. It's like about a kilometer outside of the town. It is what it is. This whole place is surrounded by water, or not surrounded by water. It's around a lake, and essentially, this is what they have for RVs. It's about 25 bucks for the day. If you want to see this place, you have to do it. There is a campground, however, that is nearby that you can park inside. You can park there for like about half the price. Now, we wanted to park there. We were very happy to get in there, give her our money, and get into the spot. But then she started giving us attitude. Today's voting day, and she was in a hurry, and she started yelling at us. So we took our money back, and we said, have a nice day. And we're parking this place that is about a kilometer away to prove a point. I don't take well to being yelled at for no reason. Maybe there's election day anxiety. Welcome to Austria.
I think that's the end of it. It's really hard to say something right now, but look at these cool motorcycles going by us. Adios, Salzburg. Here we come, Hallstatt.
Now, this is important that you said Hallstatt.
I did, because I said it correctly this time.
Because we don't know how to pronounce words correctly at all.
We're idiots, really.
Well, I wouldn't say we try really hard.
We're pronunciation challenged.
And so
this is just an era. I mean, we thought it was called Hallstatt.
And so Hallstatt, the correct word is Hallstatt, is about 2 hours from Salzburg, and it's a
I'm
very
crying. My eyes are watering. I'm so embarrassed.
Drive. We're so excited to get there, and it is through the mountains, and it is the very first salt mine that was discovered.
I don't know what's going on with my eyes.
You're sad to leave our favorite campground, aren't
They're
you?
watering like crazy right now. I'm sad, I guess. We made some friends. Oh my gosh, look at them well. We made some friends, and I'm sad to leave them, I guess. My heart's broken. You were saying? Hello.
It's close.
All right, we're heading to the salt mines. Who's going to be the first to lick the wall?
Me. You are.
You think they're still active salt mines?
Yeah. Maybe.
I think we're going to find out. It's supposed to be an amazing tour. It's only a 4-hour hike. You guys ready?
What? No, I'm done.
We have been on a lot of tours and done a lot of things in our life together and pre-life, but we have never been on a tour of a salt mine. So when I saw
How
this...
many people have gone to a salt mine tour?
I think it's normal. I think everyone does it. Isn't that a school trip in 3rd grade?
Apparently so. That and you dissect a frog. I don't even know.
But you know, when I was looking at the pictures, the thing that really caught my eye was, first of all, the miners' slide looked really cool. But the outfits, anytime we can go on a tour and they put us in costume, as I like to call it, or gear, or you know, something to protect us from the dirt or the sand or the mud, I love it. I love it when we dress up and kind of look.
In purple outfits.
We look like purple clowns, actually.
We look like little unicorns.
With red noses.
Avalon was so upset that she didn't get the purple outfit.
Apparently they give them to you according, you get the color according to your size. Here's your pop ticket. It's cold, right? Okay.
They're kind of like jumpsuits.
They're kind of like jumpsuits. I assume we're gonna get dirty in here, and we're in our salt outfits. And,
We're gonna get salty.
And I'm excited. And they also said it's gonna be really cold. So
I just hope I don't fall over, because I don't think I could get up.
So, on behalf of the Salt Works Hallstatt, I welcome you with the traditional miner salute. Glück auf! My name is Fila, and I will guide you today through the salt mines of Hallstatt. Walk 350 meters into the mountain. After 200 meters, there is the salt boundary. Along these 350 meters, we can see different kinds of timbering. Also, you might already notice some white glittering stuff on the walls. That's already salt. It's called hair salt, and because of the high humidity in the air of about 65%, it crystallizes on the walls.
this is really crazy. Everyone is wearing all of these outfits. It's like we're in a penal colony.
Avalon looks like she's an 18-year-old. I look 9 months pregnant.
And we got like camera gear coming out of our tail. I hope it doesn't get ruined.
Oh gosh, I know, because they said this is to keep us clean. Touch it, Avalon, don't touch it.
Touch it so badly. Look at all the salts.
So the tour starts off in this massive tunnel that you just go through, and it feels like you're in here for like at least like a half a mile. And you're just walking and walking and walking. It gets cold and it gets colder and colder.
Alright, this is not for the faint of heart because the tunnel is getting smaller and it's closing in around us.
And they're putting all this creepy music in here.
I know. And I hear that we're gonna have to crawl at some point, which is gonna be really interesting with Will and his drone.
Our tour will guide us through the 7th and also through the 6th horizon. And all the other horizons are still active mining horizons.
So there's a lot to learn about salt, about how it's made, about how it evolves over time. But
Hallstatt is an active salt mine, which is really cool.
it's really cool. There's
They give us
many
a lot of
layers.
information, but the highlight of the trip for me, since I'm an adventure freak, was
The slides.
the slide.
So they put you in these outfits, right? So you're wearing these purple and green outfits, and they're super slippery. And when you go on these slides,
And you go down 2 at a time,
And
so
you're like
you go
lightning
even
fast.
faster. And apparently that's how the miners get from one level down to the next. They take the slide because clearly there were not elevators in these mines way back when, or even in present day. That was a highlight of the trip for me.
that was a highlight for the kids as well. So are you the kid now?
I'm the kid now.
You're the kid.
Therefore, I have some safety instructions for you. So, as you may see, have a seat on the slide with one leg left and one leg right. On the side, please, not on the top.
It's gonna be so much fun.
How was it?
That was so much fun.
Well, that's gonna
This little light show will tell us the story how mankind discovered the salt while hunting because they were watching animals licking from salty water sources. Then, already in the Middle Ages, they figured out that the salt is dissolved in water. This was also the beginning of the so-called deep mining, where we are standing in front of now. Therefore, they dig shafts of more than 30 meters into the deep.
And if the slides were not enough, we got to take, what would you call that thing?
It's like a, you know,
It's like a wooden horse.
it's almost like a coal mine train where you throw stuff on there and you just sit on there and
But you sit on it like a horse, but like one big long horse. So 40 of you on this wooden thing going through the tunnels, and they're so small that you can almost feel them kind of brushing the top of your hair.
Yeah, so this is one of those places where they say keep your hands and arms inside.
They really mean
They
it.
are not kidding on this one.
Yes, and your cameras and your drone backpack and your...
Well, we like to live life on the edge a little bit with our gear.
We sure do. What is this thing called?
What's that?
What is this thing called that we're on?
It's called the Happy Train.
This is so funny. Hold on, I hear it goes fast.
So now, everybody, please do not stand up anymore and keep your arms and legs and cameras and selfie sticks and everything else, please, close to your body. And do not stretch anything away. Everything really close to your body, please.
All right, so this is the final part of the tour. They put you on this wooden railway, and essentially you're there just hanging out, and they're giving you a nice ride back. Everything here has to stay inside. Here's the reality of this place. If I stick my hand out just a little, it'll almost be chopped off. So we have to be really careful with those cameras.
That was quite a ride.
It was quite a ride. It was actually a really cool tour. I learned a lot.
You're really sure? And I thought they was going to cut my head off there for a minute, but it was fun.
All right, so the salt mines was a fun experience.
Yeah, I had never been to a salt mine before, so I didn't know what to expect.
Right? I had no idea that it would be... I was expecting something, you walk in, you see some people with a pickaxe and some interactive exhibit, and you walk away. But this was really cool.
This was almost adventure mixed in with information about the salt mines. We actually got to slide down 2 minor slides. I don't know what that thing is we took on the way out, but it was really cool riding thing, like a horse. You put your legs around it and everyone hops on. And it was nice for the kids because we had information and adventure kind of intertwined.
And essentially, I mean, what we learned was that, I mean, because the question is, why is there salt here in the middle of the Alps?
Because salt needs water in order to form.
Right, that's like salt water. So essentially what happens is once upon a time, there was Pangea where all the continents were combined, and then they all separated and salt water was everywhere. Eventually, that salt water everywhere evaporated, leaving all these great salt deposits. Next thing you know, fast forward a couple hundred years, and it's in the middle of a mountain.
We are. And this is actually still a working salt mine. We went to, what did she call them? Horizons?
Yeah, so like levels.
We went to 2 horizons, and there's 12, I think she said here, and they're all functioning as salt mines, which I think is really neat. It's really neat to go visit a place when it's actually still a functioning at what you're learning about.
Yep, and for $75, 75 euros for all of us, it's a good deal.
Yeah, like we always say, give yourself enough time. We were rushing, thinking we were going to make the last tour, and apparently we were a little off on the time, but we never give ourselves enough time.
3 hours.
Because we're not on a 2-year vacation.
No, but 3 hours, you're good with this place.
Yeah, 3 hours. I think you're good. 3
hours.
hours from the bottom of the funicular up.
Yep.
Yep.
Going around all of Germany and Austria for the last 2 months, essentially.
Feels like 2 years.
It feels like a long time.
kidding.
We've been in the big cities, in the small cities, in the medium cities, and we're finding out that we really do like the medium to small cities more than anything else.
They're charming. They're affordable, the people are friendly, and this has nothing to do with being the smaller area, but it was absolutely stunning, the foliage.
Between all of the architecture and the people and just the friendliness, it's really something
And
to
the
behold.
calm of it. This was particularly beautiful because it was on the lake, the foliage was wonderful, you could see the mountains in the background. I mean, it just
something
kind of had
else.
this peaceful feeling to it.
Yep. The cool part, guys, about this travel life that we've had so far and living in this RV, what are you doing? Okay.
The cool part about what would we say?
The cool part about this travel life, Jess, for those who are still paying attention, is that, so we've been in France for like a year.
Yes.
And we were in Switzerland for a little while, and then we were in Germany. But we
Liechtenstein.
well, that was like a blink. And then now Austria. What I love about this, and I think you share the same sentiment,
The cute little towns.
the cute little towns.
Avalon actually said to me, now that we're in Hallstatt.
Hallstatt. Yes.
Hallstatt.
It's not Hallstatt.
Hallstatt.
In case we said that before, we apologize to the people
Yes,
of Hallstatt.
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 That she said, will we ever buy just a little cute little house in one of these villages and use it as a home base when we're between traveling? And I said, maybe. I'd love to do that.
The question is where,
That's the big question, right?
right?
So why don't you guys tell us where you think we should buy a cute little house?
I don't know. But I'm loving this Austrian village look here.
I do too, but I need water.
I don't know how cold it's gonna get in the winter.
It looks cold from the pictures.
Well, look how you're wearing. You're dressed right now. And it's October.
It's October, and I'm this hat, mittens, everything. So.
Yep. So, but we
We
really
gotta
do
go
like
further
Hallstatt.
south. Hallstatt.
Hallstatt, and we'll eat some salt at
I highly
Hallstatt.
recommend coming here, and you can spend a whole day here. It's an adorable town. There's amazing playground. There's boats that go across the water. There's going up to the salt mine. We had amazing pizza. I mean, it's a really adorable little place.
It's funny because we didn't actually realize it was Hallstatt until like the end of the day, and then as we were recording, I'm like, oh gosh,
It happens.
the staff. It's not the staff.
Now you guys
it's the
know
stat.
that we're not perfect. I'm sorry to burst the bubble.
Because they were really thinking that, weren't they?
I'm sure.
You know, I'm sorry for not saying Hallstatt. I don't even know anymore. Okay,
We're gonna be banned from there.
Let me ask you a question. If you had to pick one place, big city, medium-sized
Suburb.
city,
Or suburb.
or small town like Hallstatt,
Or really rural, what would you pick?
what would you pick, and why would you pick it?
Will and I kind of go back and forth, but we've lived in Los Angeles, we've lived in New York City, we've lived in Boston, and I think we both agree we're pretty much done with big cities.
Well, we're ready for the RV for a little while longer.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not planning on settling down. Are you?
Not today.
No, I don't think it's ever in the cards for
All
us.
right, so answer that question, and then after you're done answering the question, make sure you subscribe because we got a lot more questions and a lot more places.
And tell your friends about us. We're pretty fun, right?
We're okay.
We just can't pronounce things.
No, we're not perfect. Woo! All right. How was that, Largo?
That was a joke on you.
I see that. All right, we gotta go. We gotta stop playing in the playground because we gotta hit the road. We always have to hit the road. I'm gonna write a book one day calling it Life on the Road. It's not a slow journey, especially our journey.